Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Kelvin here. So recently I came upon an article by Sidley which was about a guy summarizing the typical template of a Singaporean's life. Now, the post is super long, but here's a quick summary. Basically, he says that an average Singaporean will go through NS, then go through a wedding which costs a lot of money, then get a BTO which costs a lot of money, then pay for the house which costs a lot of money. He will be forced to work until retirement, and once he retires in his 70s or 80s, his health will be failing. He will be forced to rent his flat or lease it to fund his living costs. Meanwhile, he still has to pay for his kids and parents, which costs a lot. Then he ends it with, if anyone can still say Singaporeans are living a blessed life, then I clap for you. My first reaction to this was, let me be clear, I'm sure there are people who are forced into this situation because they have special circumstances, or maybe they have health conditions or family problems or something. But for everyone else, if your hands and legs are working, you can eat, you can go toilet, you can talk and order cai fan, and if you still say these kind of things, you deserve a slap from Batman. So in this video, I'll tell you how you can stop living like what this guy said. I'll share with you all the steps that I have taken in order to improve my life. So let's not waste any time and let's start right now. First, you guys are at a huge advantage. I understand that it may seem like the odds are against us. Everything seems so expensive here. The car in Singapore is so expensive. Pao chai in Singapore, so expensive. Cai fan with fish, so expensive. Even marrying your bee and having kids are so expensive. And it doesn't help that the government is taking your hard-earned money through taxes and CPF. On top of that, we are the sandwich generation where we are kept in between paying for our parents and our children living costs. But trust me, Singaporeans are at a huge advantage compared to people from other countries. How I know? That's because I'm from Malaysia. Let me show you a few stats. First, fresh graduates pay. According to a report by the Age Malaysia, fresh grads in Malaysia earn an average of $2,378 per month in 2019, while fresh grads in Singapore earn an average of $3,600 a month. So right off the bat, Singaporeans are earning more money than Malaysians. Second, living costs. According to an article by Wise, the average living cost of Malaysians working in KL is around $2,000, while the living cost of Singaporeans is around $1,190 if you share a flat. Most of the basic living costs cost more in Malaysia. You want internet at home? Can. It just costs you $129 for 100 Mbps internet speed. While in Singapore, a 500 Mbps plan is just $39.90. Third, 1 SGD to RM3. Even though living costs are mostly dollar for dollar, like rent, food, utilities, but international stuff are really 3 times more expensive for Malaysians. You want to buy iPhone 12 Pro Max in Singapore? It only costs you about 2 weeks of your pay. In Malaysia, it will cost you over 1 month worth of pay plus 1 of your kidney. Then maybe you want to have a 1-week vacation to Europe? Sure, just save 1 or 2 months of your salary and you are ready to go. After the pandemic is over, of course, but for Malaysians, you will need to save 3 to 6 months of your salary plus eat grass, drink rainwater for 3 months. Then you can only consider going. So yeah, Singaporeans are at a huge advantage when compared to your peers from neighboring countries. Second is about your mindset. If you really think that this is the life story of a typical Singaporean, then really, that's what you're going to get. You will go and have a wedding that will cost a lot of money, buy a house and make it look nice with some renovations that will cripple your finances. Work till your 50s or your 60s because you dare not step out of your comfort zone to try to escape your situation to improve your own life. All of us know someone who buy lottery at the Singapore Pools, right? Maybe it's our friends, maybe it's our relatives, maybe you also buy lotteries yourself. Hope to get lucky and win the $12 million grand prize or something. But here's the thing, I asked people who bought the lottery, what would they do if they win the $12 million grand prize? And guess what? None of them were able to give me a concrete answer. The answers were mostly, oh, I will quit my job, treat myself and my family to a nice meal, buy condo, travel overseas, and that's their plan. The first thing after they get rich is to use up all the cash that they want, then maybe go back straight to work and complain about the government. Here's the thing, whether you want to be successful or not, it all depends on your mindset. If you cannot imagine yourself becoming a rich person, then you will never become a rich person, simply because you don't believe that you will ever reach there. So if you want to avoid having an average life, you will need to first believe that you can have a better life in 5 to 10 years time, because most of the time, these kinds of things are a self-fulfilling prophecy. You first need to believe that it will happen, then it will happen because you will take steps to make it happen. Next, stop trying to impress other people. We live in a very materialistic society. we want face, we want to 好恋, so we always try to act like we are very rich, when actually we are not. First, weddings. Many of us want a very grand wedding because it's a once in a lifetime thing. But people who have went through weddings will know this very well. The bride and the groom won't have time to enjoy the wedding and the food because they are so busy going around greeting people and will be so tired after the entire day's events that they just want to go home and sleep. Maybe they won't even remember most of the stuff that happened that day. And also, if you do a super grand wedding that costs over $200 per person at some fancy hotel, some of your guests will actually hate you for that. Some people are already complaining about the $2 cai fan fish, and now they are forced to pay $200 to see you marry. The main reason your friends and your family come to your wedding at all is to give you face. But behind, they are complaining how expensive is the entrance fee, just because you wanted to 好恋. If you don't believe me, check out the people complaining about Singaporean weddings on Reddit. Second, your house renovation. An average BTO renovation costs about 45k. Sure, it will make you feel shocked for the first few months, but what will make you feel shocked is that renovation loan. After that, the shock feeling will wear off. You won't even appreciate the fact that you have some expensive countertop 1 year from now. And after 5 years, you might move to another new house and repeat the whole process again. You will definitely lose money because your house value won't increase according to how much you spend on renovation. So the moral of the story is, stop trying to impress other people because nobody will be impressed at your wedding or your renovation. Nobody cares really. Instead, save the money and invest it. You will be in a much better position a few years time from now. Next, save your money. If you want to avoid working until you become old apek or old ama, you will need to improve your finances. To do that, of course, you will need to save money. Without money, you will never be able to retire. So, the general budgeting advice is the 50-30-20 rule, where you allocate 50% of your income to necessities like groceries, bills, insurance. Then you allocate 30% to your wants, like your pao cha, movies, and Netflix. Then you save the remaining 20% of your income. This advice is good, no wrong there. But there's an article called The Shockingly Simple Math Behind Early Retirement by Mr. Money Moustache. Basically, it shows how much you save will affect how early you can retire. For example, if you don't save any money, then GG lor, you will have to work until you die. Like this guy who wrote this essay, only know how to complain. But let's say if you save 100% of your income, then you can retire like right now, right after you tap the like button to help support the channel. Anyway, let's check out what the article says. It shows that if you only save 20% of your income, you will be able to retire 37 years later. So let's say you start working at 20 years old. That means you can only retire at 57 years old. But you will notice that if you bump up your savings rate to maybe 40%, you will only need to work for 22 years. You can already retire in your 40s. Save 70% of your income, you can retire in less than 10 years time. And to those people who says, "Aiya, save so much for what? What if I die tomorrow?" Well, trust me, you won't die tomorrow. If you think like that, it's more likely that you'll be like this guy, working until you are 70 or 80 years old, then complain. So if you want to be rich, you want to retire early, you need to start saving money. Next, invest your money. After saving all that money, what to do with that money? No, you don't go and act rich and spend it all away. Instead, take the money and invest it. That's one of the main differences between a rich person and a poor person. A poor person only knows one purpose for his money, and that is to use his money to buy stuff. And that's all. That's all he knows. But a rich person sees money very differently. He knows that money can be used to grow more money. That's why you seldom see rich people becoming poor. Not because he has a lot of money, but because he knows how to invest his money. So, how to invest your money? There are lots of ways to invest your money. You want to invest in growth stocks like Tesla and 10x your money? Can. Do you want to invest in dividend stocks and receive passive income? Can also. You want to invest like a lazy person and grow your money like a pro? Okay, no problem. People always say that they lose money in investing, then tell you not to invest. Don't listen to them. If investing is so difficult, people like Warren Buffett Koko or Peter Lynch uncle will never exist. The only one getting rich is your fat co, who relies on magic to win in gambling. The main reason people lose money in investing is because they are noobs lor. Just kidding. People lose money in investing is because they treat investing as gambling. They want fast in, fast out, make quick profits every day. But real investors don't do that. they play the long-term game. You want to 10x your money in the stock market? You have to study the company, how they earn money, what are their future plans, how's the management, then only decide if you want to invest in them. So start investing today. Don't let dreams be dreams. I have a ton of videos teaching you how to invest, so go check them out if you are interested. 6. Start investing in yourself. Here's something not many people will tell you. Investing in stocks will not make you rich easily. The 10x stocks are not easy to find. The average return from the market is only around 10% a year. And maybe your savings are low too, and you can only invest like $200 a month. Even if you manage to find a good stock, it goes to the moon and gives you 10x. Your $200 at most becomes $2,000. It ain't much, but it's honest work. But there's something else that will give you a much higher return, and that's yourself. No, I'm not telling you to go to OnlyFans to sell some big pictures, but rather, you can invest in yourself to get a higher return. There's a few ways to doing that. First, get a college degree. A computing degree in NUS is about 25k to 30k for a 3-year course. Assuming that you never naughty and go peek at someone's shower, you manage to graduate successfully, you can expect to get around $4,000 a month or $48,000 a year. That's more than 100% return in the first year alone, which is like, wow! So that's the first way. Second way, learn new skills. If you can learn new skills, you have more things to offer to the marketplace. For example, if you learn how to take wedding photos, you can offer the service to people. If you learn graphic design, you can help companies to design their art. I'll use myself as an example. Right at the start, I'm a total noob at creating videos. If you go check my first video, the quality is so bad until I also cannot take it. But the more videos I make, the better I become. I was able to script better, I was able to talk to the camera more naturally, and I also improved my video editing skills until it becomes what you see today. So now, I know how to create YouTube videos to share my financial knowledge with you guys. You guys benefit by watching the videos, and YouTube pays me for making the videos. So that's the second way. Learn new skills so that you can give more value to others. Anyway, that's my 6 advice to you if you want to escape the typical Singaporean life. What other ways do you know of? Let me know down below. Like, share and subscribe as I'll be posting new videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday.